Having standards is super important, and here's why. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mariana. I was gonna do a day in the life, but then I realized I'm not really doing a lot today, so I might make one soon when I actually have stuff happening that day. Having standards is super important because it kind of decides the person that you end up with. I think having standards is really important in the sense helps reflect the type of love that you have towards yourself. I think a lot of people have heard that quote, like, we accept the love we think we deserve. Sorry, we had a lip gloss break. I think having standards is really important, not only for present you, but past you and future you. I like to think of it as, okay, in the past, you probably had all these ideas about romantic relationships. You had all these ideas about the love that you thought you would get in the future. And you don't want to let yourself down. Like, imagine if your younger self knew how you were being treated now. Like, if you're being treated amazing, then great. But, like, if you're being treated poorly and the person you're with isn't meeting your standards, imagine how, like, younger you would feel. And think of future you. Like, I like to use this as an example of, like, do you want that to be the father of your kids? Like, kids see their parents, and that is the example of love that they see. So, however you're getting treated, do you want that to be the example that your kids see? And if any part of you is going no, then that person that you're with, or maybe like not even dating yet, is not meeting your standards. I just think life is too short to be with someone that doesn't know your worth as a person. Like, every single person is worth so much. Like, every single person seeing this, you are worth so much. And to sacrifice a chunk of your life towards someone that doesn't appreciate you for who you are and can't meet simple standards is unfortunate. Growing up, I was always called high maintenance because of the standards I held myself to and the standards I held other people to. I would say I got into my first relationship like a little bit later in life compared to like my friends and whatnot, because I was very, very specific about who I wanted to be exclusive with and like who I wanted to be with for a long time. Because for me personally, like, dating, I don't think of it as a short term thing. Like, I think of it as like a long term, like, I'm gonna be with you until like something happens or like I will not be with you anymore. Basically, like, if I'm dating somebody, then it isn't a short term thing in my mind. Like, I don't personally, I wouldn't be able to have a short term relationship. And yeah, so growing up, I would always be told, like, okay, like, you're too high maintenance, like, no guy's gonna want that. Which, looking back, it's like, yeah, I don't know why people were saying that to me. I think that the fact that I'm high maintenance has actually saved me in many cases because it's made my self respect a lot higher. Like, don't get me wrong, there are definitely cases where my self respect should have been a lot higher than it was, and I'm not blaming anyone for that except for myself, because I think I just didn't know my own worth, and I think I was just really struggling mentally with myself and like just in general with being in love and like navigating a relationship. Having standards is, I think, key to a healthy, happy relationship, because the more you let things settle and the more you let things go, the more sacrifices you make. And every time someone doesn't meet your standards, you are sacrificing another thing that you told yourself you wouldn't sacrifice. Younger me, I always wanted, like, I've loved flowers ever since I was a kid. And one of my things for, like, if I get into like a relationship again, just because flowers. It's so stupid. Like, just because flowers are such an important thing for me, because growing up I never really got any flowers for like anything, because I think I always thought of it as like a romantic thing, so I never got flowers. One of my things is, if I were to get into another relationship, I want someone that knows how much I love flowers and knows how much flowers mean to me and gets me just because flowers. Like, another thing too is I love like the idea of someone like spontaneously planning dates and whatnot, because I think my love language also is I just like getting surprised, and I'm one of those people that it's really hard to surprise me because I just like figure things out. Like, I'm kind of like a little spy. Like, I just like can figure things out. So it takes a lot to surprise me. So just someone who can surprise me is another thing. But like, overall, I just think that like, if you're with someone who's making you question your worth and making you lower your standards, I think it's time to like look in the mirror and evaluate, like, is this what you really want, or are you just attached? Because at the end of the day, life is so, so, so short to be spending it with someone who doesn't appreciate you for who you are. You deserve someone who cherishes you, literally only wants you, can only picture themselves with you, and is terrified of the thought of hurting you. You deserve someone who, this is kind of a message to myself too, I guess, but like, you deserve someone who like wants to get you just because flowers, wants to meet every single one of your standards, wants to be the person in your life that you go to for everything. And I don't ever agree that like you're too high maintenance for someone, because there will be someone who loves how high maintenance how high maintenance you are. And there will be someone who meets every single one of your standards, and they'll come when you least expect it. And once they do, you'll be like, why did I ever settle? You never want to have to settle. You never want to wake up in 50 years and be like, turn to your partner or whatever and be like, you don't get me flowers anymore. You don't cherish me anymore. You never compliment me anymore. Like, the person you're with should make you feel like the most beautiful person in the room you're in. Like, that's just my opinion. I know in my experiences, for like a chunk of a relationship I was in, is I did feel like the most beautiful girl in the world for part of that relationship. And I think that was one of the best feelings I'd had in a really long time, because I think just like knowing and having that confidence in yourself to know, like, okay, like, I don't care about anyone else here. Like, this person thinks I'm the most beautiful girl in the room. Perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I think just having someone who lifts you up and doesn't make you question and doesn't tear you down is one of the most important things you can do for yourself and your future self. Because you have to think too, like, this person that you're dating or that you're gonna end up with is a person that's gonna literally watch you give birth. They're literally gonna like help you through your parents' like deaths. They're going to be there for you for every single rough moment. So why settle for someone? So why settle? You can have anyone. And if you go with that mindset, like, okay, I can have anyone, what do you bring to the table? Like, how are you different? Your whole mindset changes. Also, little fit check today. I'm actually really happy with this shirt. I bought it off Depop. And I've recently discovered Depop and I'm really liking it. But yeah, that's just my little video about, oh my, what is up with my lights? They keep flickering and it's freaking me out. Like, is there a ghost in here? Please no. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm probably gonna post this today. So yeah, I hope that this got to some people, and I hope maybe this made some people sit and be like, huh, what am I doing? See you in the next video. And also, guys, the microphone, we still have it. It's still working.